She wants to spend a little time talking about your biggest accomplishments of your 3 years. If you had to list your top three, what would you put on that list?
Let me tell you, the team has done such a tremendous job. I don't know if there will be a top three, but let me give you just some highlights. Of course, the infrastructure has really been one of the major things I think that we have tried to address with a sense of urgency. When I came in at the beginning of 2015, we had flash flooding, we had icing, and the streets were collapsing.
Right.
And everybody was calling, saying, Mayor Tyler, why haven't you fixed these streets? I hadn't been in the office 3 months. Of course, we said to them, give me a little more than 3 months to address the issues with our streets. So we started really an aggressive street improvement plan with spending $58.6 million with about 216 street projects. Of course, that is one of the major
And that
things.
doesn't even include, because people don't really see the impact of what y'all have done to the water system. I see the
Absolutely.
crews working and digging, and I know they're working on
Absolutely.
dilapidated stuff.
That is another major accomplishment.
And that's
by-
in
by
every
this
neighborhood,
team.
citywide.
It is. And we've spent more than $143 million just on sewer improvement projects. And of course, $108 million of those dollars were spent on consent decree. We're under consent decree, and my first year, I had to make sure that my team and I were going to be able to meet the milestones. EPA has given milestones each year, and we were able to exceed those milestones. But that is another one of our biggest, and you can see street construction going on everywhere.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, but let me talk a little bit about economic development and some of those things.
The report today just said Shreveport job growth is down. I didn't like seeing that, but
Well,
you're optimistic.
I'm very optimistic, and I don't know where they're getting the data from. All I can tell you is that we have seen more than 1,450 jobs that we've assisted companies with. Mrs. Acree, of course, Ollie Acree is our Director of Economic Development, and we've assisted now, and of course, we've had a lot more activity. We've assisted more than 70 new and or expanding businesses in Shreveport. And here again, there were 30 existing companies that we assisted them in expanding. And with more than 1,400 new jobs that just we alone have worked with companies to bring in, I think is pretty significant. There were many more jobs that did come online that we didn't, some companies didn't come to us for help. They didn't need our help, but we're there offering the help. And when we looked at even our fair share clients, and I think that's another one that we want to really talk about. We started out in 2015 where, we were able to, just a city alone, and we need everybody to really kind of buy into it, to include those folks who need jobs, and that will, I think, help us with to decrease crime.
Sure.
And of course, we work diligently to do our part. We started out with our fair share clients, disadvantaged businesses, women-owned businesses, small businesses, minority businesses. We did $21 million actual dollars in 2015. This past year, we did $50 million. And so we're showing growth every year with just trying to get people back to work, we got a lot of training, workforce development going on. Our airport and our fire department, there are so many, our sport trend, our public transportation.
Are you pleased with the airport right now? What sort of expansion do you see? Are you happy with the way that it is operating right now?
Well, let me tell you, we can always do better, but I do see a lot of improvements. And let me tell you some of the accomplishments from 2017. Because, there will be criticism despite your best efforts. And we are always striving to do a lot better. We know that we can. But just this last year, in 2017, we were able to launch new service, of course, to Charlotte, North Carolina, and I think you all probably read about that.
Happy.
American
I have a
Airlines.
son in North Carolina. I'm happy about that.
And then you can fly directly from Shreveport
You
to North
bet.
Carolina. We, of course, had support from our regional air service alliance group. With the hotel motel tax passage, they were able to put in $200,000 to help make sure that we could recruit American Airlines to get that new service from Shreveport. We were able to increase the number of airline seats this past year by 4,000 seats per month.